Time now 5:15 on this Friday. There is a water crisis happening on Arizona's tribal lands right now. We've told you how as many as 40% of the Navajo Nation does not have running water. And they're not the only ones, because nearly 2/3 of the people on the Hopi Reservation also do not have running water. And this morning, one group is trying to help.
And we thought, it was just the flu.
But what B. Norton and her entire family got sick with was more than the flu. And not everyone would survive it.
That was always her wish, was to die at home. And that at least, she was with me when she finally passed.
B's mom, Triva, losing her battle with the coronavirus back in April. One of the first people to die of COVID-19 here on the Hopi Reservation in northern Arizona.
It's a lot of guilt. My family and I have gone through, that emotional part of it, just trying to figure out how could she have contracted it.
One of the reasons why doctors say COVID-19 spread so rapidly on the Navajo Nation and here on the Hopi Reservation is that so many people don't have access to running water inside their homes. So in this village, for instance, 35 families live here. None of those families have running water.
The family used the water several times over before we pour it out, and so sometimes even, to the point that maybe we don't really often wash our hands.
But today, all of that changes. For the first time ever, B and her family have a working sink.
It feels good.
And B isn't the only one. More than 100 families across the Navajo and Hopi reservations now have access to something so many of us take for granted.
And we knew that there was demand for it.
Joe Seidenberg is the executive director of Red Feather, a nonprofit that helps make life in Arizona's tribal communities safer and more sustainable.
We were just trying to figure out how we could quickly provide a response that would help keep people safe and provide increased sanitation.
His solution? These hand washing stations. Made from 2 trash cans. With a few stomps on the foot pedal, water gets pumped through these plastic pipes and then starts trickling from the faucet. Hope flowing out with every drop.
Yeah.
Every time you walk by it, you're reminded of the fact that washing your hands is a good thing and can help stop the spread of COVID.
And the best part is, wastewater isn't actually wasted at all. You can connect a hose to the other trash can and redirect that water to plants or even a garden. For B and the other families in this village, it doesn't entirely solve the water crisis. They'll still need to drive to area wells to fill up storage containers, but it brings them one step closer to the goal of eventually having running water.
It's going to really help.
Do you think that these hand washing stations are saving lives?
Encouraging good hygiene, hand hygiene, surely is playing a part in creating healthier families and saving lives as well.
For B, nothing can bring back her mom, but she's hopeful that these donated sinks will make hand washing a little easier and maybe spare another family from the same pain her family is still trying to heal from.
It's an emotional journey at this point, trying to deal with her passing. I miss her a lot.
Such a strong family. Now, Hopi leaders tell me one of the reasons so many people don't have running water is the process of installing the water lines. Some tribal elders don't want their land dug up for religious reasons. So if you'd like to donate and help Red Feather get more of these hand washing stations and sinks out there, head to abc15.com and look for the story on our homepage.